Hey folks, welcome back to the Upper Deck, the guy who's never afraid to call it like I see it in the world of Major League Baseball. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and let's dive into the chaos of the offseason. Today, we're talking about the three teams desperate for a trade right now. It's January 2026. The hot stove is finally starting to simmer after a sluggish start, and some teams are staring down the barrel of another mediocre year unless they pull the trigger on a deal. I've scoured the rumors, analyzed the rosters, and yeah, I'm opinionated as hell about this. These five squads aren't just tinkering, they're in dire need of a blockbuster to salvage their 2026 hopes. Let's break it down, team by team, with my unfiltered takes on why they're desperate and what they should do. Buckle up. First up, the Houston Astros. Oh man, where do I even start with these guys? The Astros have been the darlings of the AL West for years, but 2025 was a wake-up call. They scraped into the playoffs but got bounced early, and now their rotation looks like Swiss cheese. They've made a couple of minor moves, like that three-team deal snagging Mike Burrows from the Pirates and flipping Mauricio Dubon for Nick Allen. Solid depth, sure, but that's not cutting it when your ace situation is shaky and the farm system's not spitting out ready-made stars anymore. Justin Verlander's gone, Framber Valdez is a free agent rumor mill darling, and the rest? Hunter Brown and Ronel Blanco are fine, but they're not carrying you to October glory. Houston needs a legit frontline starter yesterday. I'm talking trading for someone like Dylan Cease or even making a run at Tarek Skubal if the Tigers blink. Desperation level? High. This team's window is closing faster than a bad ump's strike zone, and without a trade, they're looking at another wild card scrap while the Mariners and Rangers surge ahead. Astros fans, if GM Dana Brown doesn't wheel and deal, it's rebuild time, and nobody wants that in Space City. Moving on to number 2, the Boston Red Sox. Look, I love what Boston's done so far. They've been aggressive, which is a breath of fresh air after years of penny pinching. Snagging Sonny Gray and Wilson Contreras from the Cardinals, plus Johan Oviedo from the Pirates. That's 3 solid trades already, beefing up the pitching and adding pop at first base. But let's be real, this roster still screams almost there. The outfield's a mess, the bullpen's unreliable, and they're reportedly chasing Alex Bregman hard in free agency. If that falls through, and it might, given the Astros' own interest, Boston needs to pivot to the trade market. I'm saying go big. Package some prospects for a corner outfielder like Nolan Arenado or even Ketel Marte if the D-backs shop him. Rafael Devers and Tristan Casas are studs, but without more firepower, this team's stuck in AL East purgatory. Desperation, off the charts. Fenway faithful deserve better than another .500 season, and if Craig Breslow doesn't make another splash, heads will roll. I've said it before, Boston's got the money and the prospects. Use them or lose the fan base. Third on the list, the Philadelphia Phillies. Philly, what are we doing here? You came so close in 2025, but that rotation's got more question marks than a bad trivia night. Zach Wheeler's coming off that blood clot scare, Aaron Nola needs a bounce back, and Ranger Suarez. He's a free agent, and predictions have him landing in Detroit. If Suarez walks, you're relying on Christopher Sanchez, Jesus Luzardo from last year's trade, and prospect Andrew Painter, who might not be ready out of the gate. The offense is loaded with Bryce Harper, Trea Turner, and company, but without pitching depth, you're toast in a loaded NL East. Desperate for a trade? Absolutely. Dave Dombrowski should be on the phone for a mid-rotation arm like Mackenzie Gore from the Nats, or even Pablo Lopez if the Twins sell. Philly's built to win now, but ignoring the arms race is suicide. My hot take, if they don't trade for pitching, they'll miss the playoffs again, and the boo birds at Citizens Bank will be deafening. Come on, Phils, don't waste this core. Whew, there you have it. The 5 teams I think are screaming for a trade to turn their fortunes around. The Astros need arms to stay elite. Boston's chasing that next gear. Philly can't afford rotation roulette. My prediction? At least 3 of these teams make a splash by spring training, and the ones that don't? They'll regret it come October. What do you think? Who'd I miss, or am I spot on? Drop your takes in the comments, like if you agree, and subscribe for more breakdowns. We've got rumors flying daily, so hit that bell. Until next time, this is the Upper Deck signing off. Keep swinging, baseball fans.